Good morning. How's everyone doing today? So, today I want to do just a brief book review on this book, Black People Are Indigenous to the Americas Research Material for the Inquisitive by Kimberly R. Norton. Now, I like this book. I want to start off by saying I do like this book, and this is the reason why I'm doing a book review. Now, I read this book a couple months ago, so I had a little time to think about what I want to say about this book. Now, this book is basically a research book, right? It's not your traditional book. It's full of historical excerpts, descriptions of the native peoples in the early Americas as was seen by like soldiers, explorers, and just old information in pamphlets and journals. Now, everything in this book is actually cited information, and all it's located right up under all the different quotes, the excerpts, so you know where you can go and look to verify all this information in this book. Now, the point of this book, the author is not trying to argue a point. The point is just to put the information out as is. Ultimately, it allows you to make your own conclusion on how America actually looked in the beginning. Now, one thing that the author does pretty good, she goes over certain words in the book just to give you the definition of them to keep the reader from being lost. For instance, Swanee and Tawny. Now, Tawny is defined as brown-skinned person, and swarthy is defined as being of a dark complexion or a dark hue. Now, those two words are used throughout the book a whole lot, so it only makes sense to go ahead and give a definition of those two words. Now, I do want to just go over a couple quotes in this book just to kind of give you an idea of what's in this book. So, the first one I want to talk about is William Simmons. He was a naturalist back in the old days. He did a lot of exploring and just writing as he saw. So here's a quote by William Simmons. So right here, Simmons in his note of Florida says, and excuse me for destroying this word, so I'm just going to spell it. Ockle, the Waha tribe of Seminoles, are thought to be descendants of the Yamasee tribes, as they are blacker than other tribes. And the Yamasees are said to have been remarkably a dark, complex tribe of people. So that's just an example right there of one of the quotes from the book on just showing you the description of the people that was in the early Americas. Another one here, which I'm pretty sure a lot of us know who's into learning about Black history, the Verrazano letter. Verrazano was an Italian explorer. And here's the quote right here when he came to present day North Carolina. The complexion of these people is black, not much different from that of Ethiopians. Their hair is black and thick and not very long. So that little bit of information right there can give you an idea of how early America looked. He even goes so far to talk about how the women looked and dressed. When it comes to the women, he talked about the ornament that was worn by the women. Some wear very rich linked skin upon their arms and various ornaments upon their head composed of braids in their hair, which also hangs down at their breasts. Others wear different ornaments, such as the women of Egypt. And basically what he's saying right there, they wear some of their clothes like the women in Egypt. Egypt is in Africa. So that's showing you a link right there. The book itself I think it's a very good stepping stone to build an argument that if you are looking to make a case that the early Americas is not solely the Native Americans that we see today. There were Black individuals there, at least dark, or they both was there at the same time. But it's just not solely the forefathers that we call forefathers today. Black people were there. Now, personally, I think that the author could have been more conclusive with her information, like saying Black people are native to the Americas, not just what the title says. That's what it is, because that's what's in this book, right? All this information is cited. You can go and verify all of this. I don't think that she should have just put the raw data out and say, you come up with your own conclusion. So that's the one thing I didn't like about the book, but I did enjoy just learning, information about early America, because once, like I always say, this information is not being put out. There are a group of people in the Black community that say they are native to the Americas here and not from Africa. This is a good book for them to read and maybe put in their arsenal. My personal opinion is, I think that the Black people that was here in the early Americas, aside from the slaves, I think they were not sub-Saharan, but they were definitely Black. That's a whole nother conversation on why they wasn't sub-Saharan. But I do believe that Black individuals were here along with the slaves that came, which were here before 1619. So hopefully you enjoyed this information from this book. If you do, please like, share, and subscribe to get more information and hit that notification button. Again, Black people are native to the Americas. Research material for Inquisitive People by Kimberly Norton. You guys have a nice day.